in Boston, Massachusetts. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Rafael Devers leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher. Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
And it's second.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. As we play game one of this four-game series. Makes the grab, one down. Here's Riley Green.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Out to short. Throws to first in time.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And takes low for ball one.
1-1.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Tigers leave one. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back inside Fenway Park. And towing the slab in this one, Tarik Skubal. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Skubal, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. One down, base is empty. So now 1-2.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
And here it comes. That one drilled left field. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, The emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Now it's Devers at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Popped up. Rogers under it. Brings it in for the third out. On to the second from Fenway Park. No score. Back in Boston, and now Colt Keith. Keith throws right, bats left. Hitting fifth in today's lineup. And he was a fifth-round pick in 2020. Here comes the 0-1. And ball one. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, would be pretty salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all. Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. Andy Ibanez digs in now. In there, and it's 0-1. No score here in the second. And there's a ball.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Still stepping in for Boston. Enmanuel Valdez. A line to the pitch. That misses. Ball one.
Ball 1, no strike.
And another ball. The pitch. There's the strike.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Check swing of the 2-1. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And now the lefty battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Banks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That one a little bit high, and the count is 1-1.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Slice to right, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll reach second with one away.
Really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach is head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Tyler O'Neill in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up. Now give him something off speed that he can handle.
Man at second. And there's a base hit to left. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. But it's offside. And it's 1-0.
Aggressive secondary lead. That ball was smoked to left. To be able to score from second, not only great speed, but great instinct as well.
One down. And next for the Red Sox, Trevor Story. good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
That ball is foul.
And the lefty with the 0-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Man at first, one away. Got him. And there's 2 down. Mark Colesberry up next for the Red Sox. Fastball for a strike. Here's a rocket out to left. Canha makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Fenway, top half of the 3rd inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Ripped to short. Over to Dahlbeck. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Gio Urshela steps in. Right through there for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. High off the light tower and gone. A towering blast. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation and the ball get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Here's Mark Canha. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. Mark Canha takes him deep. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 3-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
One down, base is empty. Now 1-1. On the ground to short. Story sends it over to first. He's out. 2 outs, base is empty. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Here's a strike. Already 3 runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a base hit into left field. That'll play. Runner at first with 2 away. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. That's in for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now a chance for Spencer Torkelson. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 2 outs. That clips the corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Turned on, but that's foul down the 3rd baseline. On the ground right side. Dahlbeck takes it himself. They limit the damage here. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's back here in Boston. Now batting Jarren Duran. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he can run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Now here's the Red Sox DH, Vaughn Grissom. Down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying into the monster seats and gone. He'll circle the bases. His 4th home run of the season. It's 3-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Devers at the plate now. That's ball 1. And there's a strike.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Left field, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And stepping in from Boston, Edmanuel Valdez. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. That one ripped right center field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Dahlbeck in the box now. Takes strike 1. Inside, just missed.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Makes the catch, inning over. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And the home team down a run. Back. Now at Fenway, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Andy Ibanez. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Now Jake Rogers.
Now batting, catcher Jake.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. One out, base is empty. That one just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Over to Dahlbeck. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The third baseman, number 13.
2 outs, base is empty. Gio Urshela to the plate. In there for strike 1. Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And the right-hander deals. On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Fenway, bottom four, here's Tyler O'Neill. Skubal back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
And it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Trevor Story. 0-for-1. He struck out swinging last time.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Wouldn't chase that time. And a strike. And the pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Step off throw to first. O'Neill back easily. The pitch. That's ripped into the outfield. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher.
So stepping in for Boston, Mark Colesbury. 0-for-1 so far. Out in front and foul to the left side. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one fouled off. Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
O'Neill, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering way off the plate.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Got him swinging.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. That leaves him without a throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second, 2 down. Digging in, Vaughn Grissom. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Two outs. A little up front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Fly ball down the line. Green settles under it, makes the grab, and the inning is over. Boston strands a pair. They trail it 3-2. Back here at Fenway Park, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Mark Canha. Bounce to third, Devers. One away here in the 5th.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Green in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Big swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. In the air out towards right center. O'Neill getting an angle on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And he pumps in a strike. Carpenter measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Pablo Reyes stands in. A line to kick the pitch. That to right. And there's 1 down. And here is Devers, 1 for 2. And Devers hits that one. Settles under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Enmanuel Valdez will hit next. Line to left. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Bobby Dahlbeck up next for the Red Sox. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a foul straight back. Dahlbeck started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So no runs here. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now on the bump, Brennan Bernardino.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, these Tigers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivery.
And it gets by him.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turn on a pitch like he did right there.
Torkelson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And he deals. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. And the batter will be the shortstop, Andy Ibanez. That one hammered left field. That's back there. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 5-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
And now it's going to be Jake Rogers. And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
So I can't argue with that one. And clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it. And kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it drops in. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Baddoo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. On the ground, right side. They take the force out, 3rd out. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now 5-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Shelby Miller. He last pitched 2 days ago. And stepping in for Boston, Tyler O'Neill. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Miller, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Tigers bullpen with some action. Tyler Holton getting loose out there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw sails over his head at first. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Under it. He's got it. And there's one down. Throw and it gets away. Mark Colesberry getting ready to hit.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The 1-1. Double play ball to second. There's one. And that's 2. One error in the inning, but nothing more. We're back here at Fenway, top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Mark Canha. Right through there for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. That one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer. The game. And they add a run. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, number 63.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
That one ripped. And it bangs off the monster. Green into second, and he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Foul ball there. That's a laser base hit. Green around third. He'll score easily. It's 7-2. And up next for Detroit, Colt Keith. In the air out to center. Duran should have this one. And he makes the catch. One down. So a man aboard, Spencer Torkelson. Up now for the Tigers. Now fly ball to right center. Duran makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Andy Ibanez now at the plate. That one out to right. O'Neill drifts towards it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on base. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Tigers 7 and the Red Sox 2. Back in Boston, and now the center fielder, Jarren Duran.
The center fielder, Jarren.
And a pitch. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Next is the designated hitter, Vaughn Grissom. He's already homered in this game. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second home run of the game. It's 7-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive.
Tyler Holt gets handed the rock out of the men.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Stepping in, Pablo Reyes. And a base hit right there.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. You can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Hit in the air, center field. Keith sizes this one up. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Having himself a really nice...
Will Vest taking over on the mound.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Dalbec swings through it for strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gotta have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Into the outfield, base hit. Headed for the plate. To the plate, and he's out. To first and second with 2 outs. And next for the Red Sox, Tyler O'Neill. First pitch just misses. With the tying run at the plate, you're the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a pop-up. And that will end the inning. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
I got my bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand.
We go to the 8th, and now here is Jake Rogers. Ripped towards third. Devers throws on to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's Gio Urshela. He swings and fouls one off. Kicks and deals. That's towards center. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Detroit order. And now Akil Baddoo. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Reyes pulls that one down, and that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Alex Lang. Here's Trevor Story now. The pitch. Out there to center. Baddoo under this one. Squeezes it. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the catcher, Mark Colesberry.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Activity in the bullpen. Jason Foley, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Chafin also getting ready.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Stays alive. Righty delivers. Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Duran at the plate and takes high there.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Out towards right center field. Green tracks it down for the out. It's going to be Mark Canha. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Kenley Jansen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Green, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Hard hit, right side. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Jason Foley.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And here it comes. Reyes leading things off and takes a strike. The 0-1. Out to short. The throw to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Devers now.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
The other way, and he beats the shift. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the righty deals. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
A couple of singles back to back. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Good eye in that spot. Tying run at the plate. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Devers headed home. One runs in. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
O'Neill, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there.
On the line. Looks like extra bases. One runs in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over. And they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth.
Huge moment for him and his team, who, you know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight.
The left-hander on now, Joey Wentz.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And now Trevor Story with the winning run standing at second. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Close, but called the ball. 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there to the warning track. Makes the catch. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run. Back inside Fenway Park. Now it's the second baseman, Colt Heath. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th. Torkelson in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here.
And now the runner breaks for the plate. One attempt misses. Now they tag him for the out, and wow, either someone missed the sign completely or he just tried to steal home. And the count 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And here in extra innings. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. Just missing there. And now it's 3-2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Fights it off. You'll see another. And a 3-2. This one in the air, right field. Sizing this one up. And that is that. here in Boston. We're in extras here, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Mark Colesbury. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And the next pitch is way outside. And fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Rogers collects, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Center field, number 16.
So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran digs in now. In the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. Here's the throw. Save! Ball game. They walk it off.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. A winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Final 8-7. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.